Hey guys, welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. I'm Brim.
And I'm Grum.
And this is episode 14. We've gotten a couple of episodes out of our way. We got When Everything Goes Wrong. That was a pretty big disaster, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got that episode out of the way, so nothing goes wrong today. Agreed?
Yeah.
And we also got Lucky 13 out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit of a crafting disaster. So anyway, it turned into way more crafting, and I ran into way more hiccups than I had intended to. So taking a look at our clipboard, what's on the list for today?
Figure out how to unlock enemy quests.
Yeah, we still haven't figured that out. And start Botania. So we had actually tried to start Botania last time, and we ran into the requirement that we needed Podzol. Well, we thought that was going to be a big deal because it requires spruce leaves. Although you have suggested that maybe it does not actually require spruce leaves.
Yeah.
That maybe it only requires leaves. And we could give that a try real quick. I tell you what, let's grab some dirt where I know where there's dirt. Now, obviously, our base has changed quite a bit. We've moved a bunch of stuff around. I do like being able to see. Oh, yeah, you see him die. I'm pretty sure that was a. Pretty sure that was a zombie over there taking his last breath.
Maybe an angry zombie.
Might have been an angry zombie. Let's see. We'll have to fly out to our farm. We are starting to make some progress with changing up the pads and getting them. I've really been working on the gray border because I really like that. And the stone brick is not that much different from cobble. And at least having the dark gray stripes in there, or the gray stripes in there, breaks up the cobble enough that it's not overpowering. So I've done that in most of the pads. We still got some. I have to cook. Obviously, I have to make brick first. So I have to cook a bunch of brick before we can make those, before we can then color them. So I've got this set up. It's just got a chest on top, feeding cobble. Ooh, and I need to grab some cobble to put in there. Feeding cobble down into the redstone smelter, or the redstone furnace. And then cooking it, and and it almost went right off the edge. That would have been unpleasant. All right, now we were headed out to grab some saplings. So we needed to make Podzol, and according to the NEI, the Podzol is made by surrounding dirt with saplings from what? Do you remember?
Spruce.
Spruce, absolutely. So let's grab, we don't really want all of those. We want one. All right, and we got two. I don't know why that happens. Sometimes when you shift right click or shift click on a barrel to get one item out, it spits two out instead. We'll need some of that, and we need our shears. Where are our shears? Shears. There's a pair of shears right here. We'll drop this bad boy down right there. We will make him grow, I say, grow! And that's really way more than enough right there. And this is what I was doing when we ended our last episode, going, oh no, this is going to take forever to get all the leaves that we need. Yeah, not so much, because I'm an idge. Yep, I said it. You heard it here first. Not that you didn't already know it. Not that you didn't already have it figured out. So let's run over here to... Now, we do have a couple of items. Whoa, why am I bouncing around? We do have a couple items over there to craft. But I promise not tons and tons of crafting today. So let's see if we can do this with oak leaves. Guess what? No. Nope. So what we have to have what then?
Spruce leaves.
We must have spruce leaves. So here's what we are going to do. Now, let's see. This is not new. You guys have seen this before. This is new, but you probably can guess pretty quickly what it is. Do you know what it is?
No.
Okay, so what's this?
It's a chest.
It's a chest. And what's this?
Drying rack.
And what do you put on drying rack?
Brains.
Zombie brains. So what we've got happening here is an automatic zombie brain factory. So I can put regular zombie brains in here. Check it out. Let me grab some. I'm sure there are some out here. We just haven't gathered up. Zombie brains. There's a stack right there. We can drag them and drop them over here in this chest. And it's immediately going to grab it. Now this has got a filter on it that says, hey, only grab regular zombie brains. And then stick them on the drying rack. And then the drying rack has got one coming off of it. And this one says, only do brain jerky. So it'll pull one out of the chest. It'll pull the zombie brain out of the chest and stick it on the drying rack. And then it'll wait for it to turn to brain jerky before it pulls it off there and sticks it back in the chest. So we just end up with a big cycle right here. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get rid of these leaves.
You should make more of those brain jerky cycles.
Brains. You know, we now have several stacks of brain jerky. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. But let's talk about how we can get our spruce leaves. So, as I said, I thought it was going to be tough because I'm an idge. Do you know what I figured out? Do you know what I remembered? Now, we do have a problem with these barrels that are right here. If I stand on top of these and click these barrels, the items fall out of the back of the barrel and straight into the void. So I have to come down beneath before I click it. So if I come right here, let's pull that out so that we can put in these saplings. And I'll go ahead and leave it not to consume the entire stack. It should start planting those. And then if we come in here and tell it, hey, shear leaves for me, guess what it's going to do?
Shear the leaves.
It's going to shear leaves for me, yeah, sure enough. And when it shears those leaves, guess where they're going to go? Well, I'm hoping they'll actually end up in this barrel right over here.
Better barrel.
Okay, so there's the wood that we just harvested. Where are the leaves? And there are my leaves. Check that out. Yeah. So it's not nearly as big a deal as I thought it was going to be. And I guess we can just leave this for now. To jump on point here, I made several stacks of leaves. Where are they? Oh, here's what's left. So here's a bunch that I've made. I think I've already, we'll deal with that in a second. I think I've already got some pulled out over here. I don't know exactly how much. There's one. I thought I had like another half stack or something here somewhere. Or maybe even like most of a full stack. Ah, yeah, right there. I don't know how much of this we're going to need up here. I've also, because we were working on this particular platform, I've gone ahead and put the reverse pyramid in. Now, I turned this. I came walking across this. There's a hole here, and it's there for a reason. And I thought, oh, you know what? I need to drop down in there and do something. I dropped down in here, and as I get to about this point, I realize this room is completely dark. And as I look up, all I can see is a wave of mobs coming this way. And I jumped straight back up and kind of flew backwards and over their heads and just opened up with the crossbow. Just blah, 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 blah. You essentially create a big arena for fighting mobs if you don't light these things up. Guess what we should do from now on?
Light these things
light
up.
these things up. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's grab our... I don't know how much this podzol will need. I don't know how many of those actually need to be... Oh, the exchanger. You know how hard this would have all been without the exchanger?
Really hard.
Ridiculously hard. Yeah, you're right. All right, how big do I have this currently set? Let's page that up to 5. There's the radius of 5. Now if I get right in the middle, should do the whole thing. But oh, I missed. I missed. Oh, no, I ran out of podzol. Oh. All right, so... There's what we had available. I don't know if we need all 4 of these in podzol. If nothing else, I guess it would make it look interesting. So let's go ahead and crack open the book and see what we're supposed to be doing in Botania. Put that back in there. We'll open this up. All right, so it says get a botanical seed. Yep, and we grabbed those 2 things. And then we are supposed to make a petal apothecary. So let's just look and see how we do. Oh, you know what? We're not going to be able to do that until we actually grow. Where did we put? There's our Lexo Botanica, and here is that. And... I'm guessing over here is where we have crop sticks. Now let's see if we can plant these on podzol, because we could not plant them on regular farmland. So I guess we'll just put them down here. Cross your fingers, because here we go. Yes. Okay, so we're going to now... wait a minute. Here is a question. Can we... Because these are in crop sticks, just like they're any other agricraft thing, can we duplicate the seed? I don't have my watering can. Let me grab my watering can, and we'll find out whether or not we can duplicate those seeds the way we would duplicate normal seeds.
Duplicating.
Yeah, we need to know if it'll... Hey, looky there. So that is the way we duplicate seeds. And I don't know if we can break this out and we take a look at the uses for the seed. Yeah, it looks like we can crossbreed to get the different colors of seeds, but we're going to need something to crossbreed with. And I think if we look at this, like the only way to get the starter seeds is from sifting podzol. And if we sift enough podzol, we get all the colors anyway.
We're going to need a lot of podzol.
Yeah, so it looks like 1, 2, 3. It looks like there's one for every color. It looks like there are 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Is that right? 15? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's one missing. I wonder what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there are 16 seeds over here, but only 15 that we can get from sifting.
Figure out what we're missing.
We do need to figure out what we're missing. So anyway, obviously we need to make a bunch more podzol and sift that stuff so that we can get our starter seeds. So guys, we're going to take a break right here. We're going to go make a bunch more podzol. I suspect that we've already got a whole bunch of... I could have replanted this white one. I suspect we've already got a whole bunch of leaves down there. And I was very cautious about only putting 1 stack of my saplings in there, because I don't want to end up using up all of my saplings, all of my spruce saplings, trying to make leaves, and then not have any saplings to replant. That would be really, really bad, right?
Yeah.
So I did not connect that. We probably... Are we spitting saplings out here? No, at this point, they're still going to be getting cycled back down here. Yep. So, okay, we need to grow a bunch of... How many do we have? Oh, we've already got 9 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough to do 1 full stack of podzol. So we're going to make a bunch of podzol. I'm just going to stand over here and grow trees and let it chop them down, and grow trees and let it chop them down. Probably have to move some barrels around so that there's a line of item ducts under these 4. So what I do is when I'm working on... Like when I was working on the birchwood, I pulled the rubber wood out and put it on the second row, and then put empty barrels up there so the birch wood. So we probably need to replace these 2 barrels, because we are going to start getting saplings pretty quick. And as you can see, here is the barrels from the original work we did with the spruce. It produces an amazing amount of wood. The trees, because they come up in 4x clusters, they just produce huge, and they're really tall. They produce huge amounts. I've seen a single tree produce 2 stacks of wood, so we will need these 2 barrel slots open. So we'll do that real quick. We'll get some more podzol made, and as soon as we've got a collection of seeds, you know what? We need to go ahead and figure out which seed we're missing too, right? We did have a couple of crafting things over here. You pointed that out. Let's go ahead and do this. One of the few quests that we have left in the getting started section is for to get a tigerwood sapling, and the only way to get that is by sifting topiary grass. And topiary grass is just dirt surrounded by seed. on the north, south, east, and west, not in the corners. So we grabbed a stack of that. We'll throw that in sifting. What do we have over here? An anvil. Oh, I know what this is. This is the automatic hammer, and I'm hoping that with that done, because this one said that it opened other quests somewhere else. I'm hoping that what it opened. Come on, baby. One quest total, one unlocked, one completed, 0 available. I still do not know how to get into the applied engineering section. Grr. All right, so guys, we're going to break here. We're going to make a bunch of Podzol. We're going to clean up our inventory, as always, and we'll be back in just a few moments. Hey, guys, welcome back. We are here just at the end of putting together some flowers. Now, I do need to set the record straight on something. I noticed early, way back in like episode 2, when we did our crop mutations, I mentioned that I had not seen any... But I've not seen any weeds. Well, it turns out that at some point in messing with settings, one of us changed the configuration file and turned off the weeds. Now, this is not a huge issue. It's not a huge boon or bane. It simply means that weeds will not spread into my crop sticks. So, normally I don't like changing stuff like that. However, the only thing that the crop sticks being able to get weeds does is waste a little bit of wood, and I do mean a tiny, tiny bit of wood. For one crop stick is essentially one wood, right? So, or is it? No, it's like a half of wood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very, very little wood. What it really wastes is my time, and of course, my time is my most valuable asset. Any person's most valuable asset is their time. So I'm okay with somebody having made that change. So I'm okay with it. We're not going to put it back. We've been tooling along with it that way, but I suddenly realized, you know what? I've never seen a weed in any crop stick in this playthrough. Why not? And I went looking, and I discovered why. So you'll notice that we have 4. I divided this section, this 9x9, into 4 sections within it, which also makes it really convenient. I mean, this whole dividing things this way has become really cool. So I divided it, and what that allows is for 4 rows in each area of 4 flowers each. Now, I think, and I guess we could find out, I think these seeds are very much like the normal AgriCraft seeds in that they can be mutated. I think that they can be mutated. And we're going to find out here real quick just because I'm real curious. And that would be pretty beneficial if they could here. No, let's don't do that. We're going to do this on camera. Oh, I'm out of... I think they can be mutated so that they become 10-10-10 seeds just like our wheat seeds or just like our other seeds of that nature, which would be very beneficial when it comes to getting flower petals.
They probably can.
Yeah, we're going to find out here. So here are these all grown up. Now, we'll know pretty quickly because they'll either stack or they won't stack. Where's our watering can? We'll just break the seeds immediately when they come up. If they'll come up. Come on. Well, maybe they don't mutate. Oh, no, there they are. Okay. See if that did not stack with the others. So I'm guessing that yes, indeed. You know what? We've been putting off building the seed analyzer. We are way far enough in the game that the seed analyzer just is not a big deal. Matter of fact, it's one of the quests still left undone here. What do you say we do the seed analyzer?
Yeah.
Sound like a good idea? So we need an agricultural journal and a seed analyzer. Agri journal. So to get that, we need a book and quill. So we just need a book, some ink. Now I took our auto spawner. So they've actually, maybe you could never do it, but my brain said you could. That you could spawn squid straight out on the ground and they just lay there and die. If that was true in the past, it's no longer true. It will hold. You'll see the work go all the way up, and then it'll just sit there idle, looking for water to put them in. It will not spawn them out on the ground anymore. Matter of fact, this one normally does it. Am I out of... Oh, I'm out of power. Time to change out the battery. Change the batteries! Anyway, so I brought this over here and put it beside the original spawner. It's been collecting... Yeah, it's been collecting a lot of ink sacs for. So we'll grab some of those to make ink with. We do need to make the written book, we need...
I didn't know there were squid heads.
Yes, there are squid heads. We need a feather, and there's a feather. We need an empty... I thought we had... Is this one empty? Yeah, we'll just drop all of our seed stuff in here. This was the results. We got and we figured out which seed we were missing. So this is the results. We want that one for sure, and we need those 2 to plant back. I guess we just need one of those to plant back. We were going to run through the seed analyzer. What are we talking about? We got to do that. I've so gotten ahead of myself here. Let's see. To do a book, we have to do a book the other way because we don't have a lot of... Surely I've got planks in here. Is it like this, and then this and this to make? Yes. And then we're going to need some sugarcane, which we have almost none of right now. Thankfully, we have our scythe, and we do have sugarcane grown up over here. We've been pretty well dumping all of our crops directly into making dirt, so we don't have a lot of crops just laying around waiting for us to do something with them. So when we need them, we have to go get them. Oh, you know what? I had 24 paper right there. Duh. All right, book. Well, we can just do that from here. We need that, which means we need this, which means we need this, which means we need this recipe right here. We'll take one, thank you very much. We don't really need multiple books. Toss that back over there, and that over here, and these over there. Now, to turn that book into a written book, we need these items, which we just happen to have. And then, finally, we need some crop sticks and 4. Now, obviously, we don't want to use these 2 seeds. So, we've got plenty of the mystical lime. Now, do you remember what it was? Which one's missing?
Cyan.
Cyan, that's right. You cannot get cyan. Let's take a look here. From sifting. What are we missing?
You have to crossbreed it.
You have to crossbreed it. So, we're going to have to go through that process at some point. Let's pop this in here this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of our rows up there has no flowers on it at all. So there's the journal. And then we also needed the, what's it called?
Seed analyzer.
Analyzer. Thank you very much. Analyzer. Alright, so that's going to be some planks, stained glass, a brick slab. Another stone brick slab. Well, we got, you know what, we may have everything for that right here. Nope, not quite. What are we missing? Probably the stone slabs. But you know what? We just happen to have some of that stuff right up here. So let's get this. Where did they go? Let's get this in here. Pull these out. So that we can do about... What is that in the middle? More slab. Oh, we probably don't have the pane of glass, do we? Do you know what we can make? Is it this way? Yeah. Pane of glass. Now can we make it? Oh, yeah. We don't want 3 of them, though. No, thank you. This time my inventory ends up full all the time, too. I come over here and craft, and I end up shift crafting, and it, 617 over, and then when I shift click them back out of there, it goes into my inventory. Yeah, why not? All right, so now we have the seed analyzer. Hey, look, that has nothing to do with what we were working on today. We'll stick it. I guess we'll stick it in here, and then we need to put the book inside, and then we can analyze our seeds. So here's the original. So they should be 000 or 111s, sure enough, and then this one should be an upgraded version. And indeed, it is a 222. So yay, yay, and we can just at this point, if we really wanted to. We could come out here and prove that our pumpkin seeds were all 10-10-10s. Stick it in and watch it go, meow, bloop, 10-10-10. There it is. So, absolutely, we were already 100% convinced of that anyway, but there it is. So, all right. So, indeed, they are AgriCraft compatible. So, not only do we need to get all the seeds and do the crossbreeding and that sort of stuff, we need to then get them up to 10-10-10 so that we get 4 petals per broken thing. Now, what do we need to craft the... Cyan, it was cyan we were missing, yes?
Blue and green.
Blue and green. So let's find the blue and green. Let's see, blue, blue, blue. And obviously we don't actually have 4 of all those seeds. We did a full stack of the podzol, and these were the seeds we got. So there's the blue, and there's this lime.
That's lime.
That's lime. Where's green? Here's green right here. So, oh, please excuse the noise in the background. That would be my oldest, thinking that he is some sort of strange archer or something, throwing stuff around the house. All right, we'll put that in there, that in there. We'll craft these all the way up. And then if we get really lucky, we get the crossbred seed immediately. What is that? Blue. That's not what we wanted. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Green. Come on. All right, you give us one of each. Now give us the right thing. Boom. Do it. Go. Right now. Come on. Oh, brutal. Hey, looky there. Oh, my goodness. What are the chances? All right, so where did the cyan seed go? There's the cyan seed. We'll go put him over here on his row. Guess we can break these 2 out to put them back where they came from. Where is the row that is completely empty? Right here. So this is going to be the cyan row. Dun, 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 dun. Now, we needed to do all of that for the petal apothecary. Oh, we can claim this now. Oh, look, it would have given us podzol. So we need to do all that so that we could head down the... where is Botania? Alright, so we need the petal apothecary. And to make the petal apothecary, we are going to need... is it apothecary? Petal apothecary. We need a petal of some sort, and then cobble and cobble slabs, so easy peasy. We've probably... we've definitely got cobble in here. We can just make that right here. Throw in these. And then we can just shift click this in. And... oh, we see... do I want to use the white petal? I think I want to use a different color petal. Just because I will need to put those petals in there. And I can pull out an apothecary. Really probably don't want that recipe in there long term, because I don't think I'm going to make tons and tons of petal apothecaries. Right there on top. Dun, 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 dun. Now this is the basic... it's one of those... I forgot the well is one of those things that move your bucket around. So you really need, like, your bucket like that. So, this is the base crafting item for... and we probably need some more. What do you think about putting more wells in here, just so that it Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, just so that we've got some symmetry around the petal apothecary. Let's see. There is a flower that we need to make tonight. We need to make the pure daisy because we can't really do anything else. Again, that is, we're not cheating. That's the visual glitch that you see when you drag something. No. So we need 4 white petals in there, and in order to do anything in Botania, what else do you have to have? Do you know?
No.
You have to have a seed. A regular seed. So we've got 4 white petals. That's good. But we need a seed, which means we need some wheat. And just so happens I know where there's some wheat. And actually, I started to grab it. Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't because we actually need the seeds. At least in this flavor of the mod packs, you can drop your wheat in and get seeds out for them. So, yay. Now, the way we craft in the petal apothecary is that you drop your seeds in, or you drop your petals in, rather. So, the recipe for this called for 4 white petals, mystical white petals, and then you'll finish the recipe. You'll tell the recipe that you're done putting stuff in by dropping in a seed. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can actually see them floating around there, which is pretty cool. And then we will drop a seed in, and what we will get out is a pure white daisy, a pure daisy. Now, the pure daisy is really important. Do you know why?
No.
And actually, we're going to 1, 2. Oh, I'm only going to get 2. Do we still have bone meal? We do still have bone meal.
Bone meal.
Bone meal, bone meal. Because we really need 2 more, because we really want 1 more of those pure daisies. So the pure daisy, if we were to look at stuff that we could craft in Botania, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll throw in a seed to follow that up. Where's my seeds? And we get another pure daisy, and we're going to skip over. So if we drew a ring around it, we would have 1, 2, and then another one, right? And we're going to draw that ring around it very intentionally. So if we were to look at stuff that we could build in Botania, grab. Oh, is there something there? No, I guess not. I guess it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. If we were to look at all the stuff that we could build in Botania, we would find that they don't require normal sorts of wood and normal sorts of stone. They require the living variants of those. So it requires living wood and living stone. Do you know how we get living wood and living stone?
You surround a pure daisy in either cobblestone or wood.
Close. Wood or smooth stone. So to get living stone, we surround in just like that. And then we wait. And it doesn't take too long, maybe a minute or 2. You can see that there are particle effects coming off of this. Just like that. So, unfortunately, we are about out of time. We did make some significant progress here with Botania. Let's see. The next thing we have to do with Botania, we've got to get some of these. We've got to get a collection of living wood and living stone started, because to build anything, we're going to have those. The other thing we have got to do is make some. We need mana to do everything. We have to have magical power in our pool, and to do that, we've got to produce some new plants that can make mana for us. Yep, makes sense.
Yeah.
So we will, and to do that, we've got to have lots of petals. So probably what we need to do off camera is break all these down, grab 2 of our greens, and just like we did with, just like we did with 2 crops over there, we need to do that with 16 flowers here, and get 10, 10, 10s all the way through all of these, so that when we need petals, we're not over here having to bone meal a bunch of stuff to get 1 petal, Oh, there's my 1 petal. No, we need a lot more petals than that. Of course, it would also be really convenient to be able to walk in here and go blam, and knock out a whole bunch of petals all over the place for petal power. How's that? All right, guys, I think we're going to go do that off camera, and taking a look at our time, we are already out of time. Matter of fact, we are pretty significantly over time already again today, for which you have my apologies. Yes, Grum has just pointed out that these have changed, and that's kind of what I was waiting for in the background. And these have now become the living wood and living stone variants that we will build nearly everything at the beginning of Botania with. So we'll go ahead and make a bunch of this stuff. We'll go ahead and get some other things prepared, get our pedal set up ready, and we will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.